So, first off, we gotta take a look at the market cap. Today, the market cap is... Oh, there's the crash. There's the crash. It went from 5,567,000,000 to 5.5 billion and 46 million. That's not how math works. It went down by $21 million. I am obviously being sarcastic. That is a tiny drop, but it's still a drop. If you look at the 24-hour numbers, you'll see that today more are red than are green. Oh, wow, this one's really green. The fuck is going on? 600 for M4 Hellfires? That's sus. We gotta start here. You already know it. The EG Hollow, the most manipulated item in Counter-Strike of all time, peaked at $468. And over the course of, what was that, September 12th from 4 a.m. to now is September 13th to 2 p.m. So that's a day and a half. Not even a day and a half. It went from $468 to $226. It lost over 50% of its value in under 24 hours. This guy is down bad. It did bounce back up twice. Is this a dead cat bounce? Or is this China trying to re-manipulate it and keep prices higher and slowly failing? I don't know. Only time will tell. But I mean, honestly, if you're still holding EG Hollows that you haven't sold yet, they're still almost 300 bucks. So I would consider locking in some profit. But as always, it's always your decision. So that's obviously the biggest one. I also want to take a look at the Renegades Hollow, which is, oh, this one's also in a big downtrend. These were up at 162 bucks, now down to 72. Also minus 50% in 24 hours. All right, on a different note, gallery cases are going up in price for some unknown reason. Look, I get it. Valve said they're removing it. I get it. You want to invest. But at the same time, it's still right here. You can still buy it for 2 stars, which is 80 cents. So if you're investing in fever cases right now from the Steam market, you're overpaying over 150%. Totally get that it's more worth it for you to just buy it at $1.20. Overpay a little bit so you don't have to play. But listen to this. You don't even have to play to get the benefits of this, because they released the information that they're discontinuing the gallery case less than a week ago. So it hasn't been a week yet. So the people who started redeeming it upon the information that the gallery case is getting removed, those cases haven't hit the market yet. And I bet you that now that it's $2 for a gallery case, a lot of people are gonna take the guaranteed, quote unquote, guaranteed profit of redeeming 2 stars for a gallery case, right? Again, costs you 80 cents in stars, but you get $2 of cases. So as long as Valve does not remove the gallery case within the next 5 days, you should expect gallery prices to drop. If they remove it before the first wave becomes tradable, then God knows where the price will go. Then prices would go pretty nuts, I'd say. Okay, so that's going up. So that's not really the market crash we're looking at. What I'm looking at are skins that were manipulated that are now crashing. So for example, M4 leaded glass. I am fairly certain the factory new version is dropping quickly. Oh, I would have been right 8 hours ago. Mate, check agent prices. I got you, fam. Cheapest agent, still $12. Are these crashing or are these not crashing? These are all extremely expensive still. Blueberries is not as much as I thought they would. Oh, I know why they're not as much as I thought they would be. Because they're slowly coming down in price. Wow, interesting. But this is not the classic manipulation and then quick market crash. This is like a more natural sell-off looking, because it peaked at 45 and now it's a little over half. Bloody Daryl the strapped sure went down. Strapped 112. That's still high. I mean, this one didn't even go down that much. 20 bucks. Like percentage wise, that's a big percentage, but oh, ciphers. Oh yeah, Michael Ciphers, the FBI sniper, is now only 40 bucks. Bro was $80 at peak, minus over 50%. That's a big dip. It's not that much higher than where it started right before all the agent fiasco happened. It's now not that much higher. Look at the Saber Maximus guy, cause I know he's been going nuts. Yeah, this was a more recent thing. Yeah, he went from 16 to 100. Now he's 80, 75. Yeah, this guy's been mega manipulated recently. All right, what other skins went down a lot? What other skins were manipulated, I should say? Furia Hollow, I am interested to see. $41. Oh, this guy's down as well. Peaked at $70, now is less than 40. The market does appear to be crashing, at least some aspects of it. But you know what's interesting? Fever cases are also up. You know why this is? People saw that the gallery case is getting removed. So they're like, the fever case is also probably gonna get removed. Let me buy in before it goes up. And that's not very stupid. I think that's kind of smart. Maybe it's overdone a little bit. That's what I'm doing with the stickers. That's why I'm buying the stickers right now. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive than they were before, but now we're pretty sure that eventually they're gonna get discontinued. And I'm willing to pay a little bit more for it now, because if I were to wait for the prices to come back down again, I'm likely to forget to buy in again. That's my investing philosophy. Every M4A4 factory new was manipulated. That is true. A particular one that comes to mind is the M4 Buzz kill. Let's see if the Buzz has been killed. The Buzz is not killed. The Buzz is still very much alive. AK there we go. Disarray. Factory new. Boom. But it's not down. It's still up. $590. What? Stockholm Legends capsules, the one that contains the EG hollows, were at $1.13. They went back down to $8. Do you think these skins that are pumped right now will crash in the future to their original price? That's a good question. I do think they will crash, but I'm not sure it's going to be their original price. AK Redline. I am not. Oh my god. Field test. What the fuck? Minimal wear AK Redline, $527. Wow. So I was saying, I'm not convinced that it's gonna be to the same price. They might equalize out at a little bit of a higher price. So they were around 350, maybe 400. So they went up to 700 almost. And they're about 500 now. Usually they tend to drop to a little bit of a higher point than where they started at. It's just what tends to happen. I don't really know what the reasoning is. Maybe people not willing to sell or go down as low as they were before. Hellfire lifetime chart. Oh my god. $200 is already crazy. And now they're $570. Okay, unlike the AK point disarray though, there's two things going for the M4. It's actually a nice skin. This skin, I can see myself using. It's cleaner than the point disarray. It has a nice design. It's cool. The second thing it's got going for it, it's from the Operation Hydra collection, which has very, very limited quantities available. And it trades up to the Op Onitaji. So I guess there's three things going for this. As the point disarray trades up to pure garbage, the skin is pure garbage, and the case is pretty readily available compared to the Hydra case. Oh my god. Sir Bloody Miami Daryl is $200? This guy didn't even go down. Whoa. The Squadron Officer, my favorite CT agent. Bro is down 180 to 145. That's alright. That's alright. These are beautiful. Minimal wear is $321 still. Like, yeah, it's down from peak, but it only really hit peak very, very briefly. It's still way up, way up. Speaking of the train collection, so we have the field tested M4 Coalition. This one's down. Peaked at not 190, almost 200, is now 147 cheapest listing. Wait, USP Monster Mashup? That also pumped? I didn't know that pumped. Factory new. Ooh, 136. It didn't pump that much. Ooh, wait, it did. 174. Now there's a cheapest listing for 136. AK Rat Rod Factory new. I got you. AK Rat Rod. FN. Oh, $100. One sold for 146. Who the f is buying at $146? Of course, it's back down to 90, but that's basically where it was just a week ago. What about other unrelated skins? I have a Mac 10 Fade and a number K that I got for 75 and 60 respectively. Now they are 140 and 105. I mean, those are also going up. The agents are being manipulated actively. The Mac 10, I'm not sure about. Not sure if that's being manipulated. But here's another funny thing. If you look at the Elite Museo and Factory New and compare non-StatTrack to StatTrack, you'll see that StatTrack is cheaper than non-StatTrack, which is interesting. So the gallery case went up a lot, and I know that skins in the gallery case also went up a lot, and I know that the graphic collection also went up a lot. But how is the graphic collection doing? Graphic design collection, there we go. Exterior, I don't know, I'll just do quality. Okay, they're up. They did not crash. What about the field tested one? Down a little bit. There was a quick peak, down a little bit. I wanted to buy a CMYK. I saw the tweet. I'm like, immediately, I want to buy a CMYK. I want one. Forced too late. By the time I got to the market, it was too late. So I didn't end up buying one, and now it's too expensive for me to justify buying in. The Desert Eagle is actually up a little bit from where it was. Yeah, I also think it'll crash in about 6 days. Only time will tell, though. What about the restricteds? Restricted, $56. Yeah, that's even up a little bit. A little down, actually. Little down. That's still crazy. I was expecting people to sell off a little bit, that it's this high. But I guess people are just buying. People are buying. Mil specs in Factory New. Oh my god. $6 $6 for a regular mil-spec in factory new. That's an insane price. That is insane. If you compare these to operation collections, mil-specs are like light blues. Light blues during an operation or towards the end never really went above $1, if that, if like 50 cents. Like, who the f is buying these? They're just copium investing in it. And of course, the crossfade is like what? Like, huh? Okay, crossfade is coming down, because who the fuck wants a crossfade for 17 bucks? It's kind of ugly for that. I guess we can also take a look at gallery case skins. Wow. Factory new mil specs are $1.50. Non-stat trap. Restricteds, the M4 is 30 bucks still. Yeah, that went up, but then it went down, and now it's going up again a little bit. These are also like 10 bucks nearly. Classified, this one's gonna be interesting. The AK is $173. That's not that different than the stat track one. Like, why would anyone buy a non-stat track when you can buy a stat track for just a little bit more? Oh my god. Wait, 33 bucks for this is not too bad though. I was expecting this to be more. And then of course, covert. Gotta look at the covert. Covert is 433 in non-statty, 667 in statty. Wow. I think this was more though. Yeah, this was 500. Came out of 400. This was one sold for 1,000. Rip bozo. AK first class. Field tested.